All right, Delta. We're going to go over the one replay here. We'll see what we can do. Any suggestions or whatnot? Improvements? One off the kickoff is I like that you half flip, but you need to make sure that you complete that flip cancel so that your car is facing almost completely upside down before you start rotating the car. Otherwise, you're going to get this weird half flip. It gets the job done, but it's not as fast and it's not as clean. It's harder to control as well because you're landing on your back wheels and then your front wheels rather than landing on all four wheels cleanly. So that's open. Let's see if you can be able to score this. Yeah, I think you can score this. All right, so you pick up your boost, okay? Your teammate who just took kickoff won the kickoff is going to your opponent's sidewall, all right? So Saint looks like he's in a position to follow this up. Your two opponents over there don't look like they're in threatening positions. Slar needs to get out just because he should have no boost. You'll know this now because of the boost indicators. But he should be getting out, getting boost, and he would be third man, okay? So another thing to take in consideration, and I said this briefly already, if your opponents look like they're going to hit this ball, it's still okay because they're not going to be able to do anything threatening with it, so you can move up, okay? That's one of the key indicators. If it looks as though your opponent has a clean shot at your net, definitely can't go for it. But the worst thing that your opponent can do if he hits this ball is hit it against the wall and it comes right back out middle. So I would move up and boost upward to try to support in this kind of situation, anticipating your teammate winning or your opponent hitting the ball against the wall and it coming right back out for a shot for you. So if you had boosted and shot up towards the play, you would probably be somewhere right about or above the midfield there. And you would have already made contact with the ball, and it probably would have been in the net. That's an anticipation thing. Like, instead of reacting to somebody's hit, you anticipate what the outcome is, and then you're able to position yourself to take advantage. That looked awkward. Keep ball cam on. I say that's going to make it a lot easier for you. So you need to know if anyone's in there. Just put ball cam back on. Land. Some awkward half flip again. So you leave ball cam again just as your opponent's about to hit the ball. That's a lot of faith for your teammates. Basically, you want to make sure that you have your eye on the ball anytime that the ball's about to change direction so that you can anticipate and put your car in a position to either cut off or react to a certain play. So just as your opponent's about to hit the ball, you look away and say, teammates, you got this. I'm going for boost. Say the cutoff there's fine. You can chase this down. I say this. You are a support player here. You kind of slow down and you're basically saying, I don't think this play is going to develop into anything. I'm going to be third man. When you shouldn't be third man because Slar, who looks like he's actually pushing up into second man, should be coming over here as third man. And seeing as you are closer to the play, it's going to take him a lot longer to move up in this direction than you. So you need to be somewhere over here. Because if this happens, actually, let me back up. Let me get down lower. If this happens, you're going here. The play happens right here. And guess what? You can hit the ball this way. I wouldn't recommend 50ing this because it can go straight up. It can go this way and then towards your net. I would definitely try to 50 the ball this way. But that being said, it allows you to square up to the ball a lot faster because you gave him a lot of space to be able to do something with. And the higher ranked players are definitely going to be able to put this on their car and flick it over you. So he gets a good 50. You take a bad 50. Um, does it account to anything? No. But it probably still is not the play to do. You have a better percentage play. So that's another time here that we took ball cam off as the ball's about to change direction. The last thing you see is your opponent about to hit the ball, Slar challenging it, and who won? I say, where's the ball going? Is it coming right at you? Do you need to turn around and challenge a ball that Saint's not going to be able to get to? We don't know. Say there should be communication between Saint and Slar here. Slar should be screaming right now that he's got this. I like that Saint restrained himself. I don't mind the hit away. I know that Saint just went, but he did a really good job here. If you look at his boost indicator, like he hardly used any boost, so he's going to be able to recover from this pretty easily. So unless the ball's coming back in his general direction, you need to push up and break down this distance. Force this guy to do something with the ball. Because, I mean, it does look like this Tick guy is going to hit it, and Lush kind of comes out of nowhere and hits the ball. But, I mean, what happens if Tick does hit the ball? I mean, he's turning, he's losing momentum, looks like he's going to pop the ball up. You're forcing him into the air, you're forcing him to hit the ball away. You do your job. You break down that distance, you force him to have less mobility, less chances of touches on the ball that could change the direction and beat your last man. So in this instance, we turn away. I don't think you should be turning away. I think you should be boosting at this, keeping your distance a little bit, just in case if it's a big clear, but for the most part, you should be breaking down this distance. Just like that. Just a drive challenge, just like that. You did the second one perfectly. I don't like that we're still looking away from the play too much. Say last thing you saw was your teammate go into the corner. You know that your opponent just went into the corner. What's about to happen? This is an outlet opportunity for Slar to hit this ball somewhere. Either over to Saint, which doesn't look like he was positioned. It looks like his car was angled to the right. So in this instance, he needs to be shooting this ball off to the right to go up the wall for either himself to follow or for you to follow. Utilizing your teammates is next level 3v3, but you need to be able to recognize the situation and then have the mechanics to be able to do what you want with the ball. So you can have positioning all you want, but if you don't have the mechanics in order to capitalize, it's no good. So, this is fine. I don't like Saint going and stealing that boost. Yes, we want to make sure that we boost starve the opponents, but I mean, what help is he then? Like he's not very much help here at all. So he just kind of got out and he dipped. He's like, "You guys got this. I stole one boost, boost pad or big boost from the opponents. You should be good to go." Like, no, that's not going to help. I say in this instance, he should be staying. You should be staying back because you're last. He should be kind of fanning off. All right, almost heading back towards goal. Let me go over here. He should be almost turning this way and then heading back this way towards goal. If something happens, he can shoot this way. If something happens where it goes back and Delta you need to defend, he can just go straight back. He needs to give himself options. But going up here, taking the boost, and then bailing this way, he abandoned the play already. Don't go for this one. This one's over your head. Your whole play right here is to, if anything comes down right here, if he touches this ball and it comes right here, you pounce on it. All right, that's yours. Slar did his thing. Now he needs to either get a bump on this guy and get out, steal the boost, stay in this area for second man. Saint needs to come back down and be somewhere around here. That would be the ideal situation. But here, it's over your head. I mean, it's very hard to make some kind of touch like this. So he's going to touch it. You can get this. Like, this is 100% gettable. I'm just saying, at the current mechanic level, just let this go over. I mean, Saint should be there. He was a little slow to it, but he should be there to be able to get this. Anything that goes over your head, leave for your teammate who's behind you supporting you. They have a better shot at everything that goes above you. If you're straining to get it, you're not going to get a good touch. Don't go for this. What's the outcome of going for something like this? It's just going to either be a 50 that goes skyrocketing back to your zone, and your teammates aren't ready for it. The one thing it's not going to do is go in the net right here. That's just not going to happen. Basically, we just wasted positioning and boost. Time. I don't think you need a rush back here either. You have 47 boost. That should be enough. Just stay on the ground. If you stayed on the ground, you would have recognized the boost popped right beside you. You could have picked that one. I don't think you need to go all the way back with 47 boost. That was close. But this is another thing where you were off ball cam for quite a bit. So ball's coming straight down. We have no idea what's about to happen. Is our opponent's going to hit this ball? Do we have somebody who's going to make a shot that we need to turn and support with? What's about to happen? We don't know. And we're not going to know for another second. Oh, the ball is heading towards our net. Okay. Barely make a save. I don't know. Let me see this. I say you flipped the wrong way. So you should be flipping to the left. You flip to the right. Not that you were going to make that save anyway. It just caught me off guard. You flip to the right, should be the left. All right, let's see. Let me get a better indicator here. So we know that Saint's all the way across the field. Slar's just attacking. He has low boost. Yeah, I'd say you're still third man here. You're still fine. That's good positioning from you. Don't take ball cam off. So you should still have ball cam. You should be moving to the left to support your teammate who's stepping up as first man now. We're kind of taking our time a little bit. Saint should be approaching this. He shouldn't be waiting and reacting to whatever hit he has. He should be just drive challenging, forcing. That allows you to anticipate better, because if he's not doing anything, it's hard to anticipate what our opponent's going to do. Force his hand, essentially. See, that's fine. Work on that recovery. Work on that recovery, and then realistically, you want to try to land cleanly on the wall there. If you don't, it happens. Try to land cleanly here. And once you land cleanly here, you try to go for some kind of bump on these two. All right, they're the brick wall. Break the bricks. It should be an easy shot for whoever's taking it. Even a weak shot like that. I don't like that you don't go, and I don't like that Slar goes in a situation like this. Yeah, you can let it go, but you have to realize that now they hit the ball, your opponents hit the ball in a direction that they can follow up, and they're pushing towards the boost. So they're going to be able to collect the ball, get boost, and start a counterattack. The bad news is you didn't go, so now you're still in their zone. They're far ahead of you. Slar went. He should be back here supporting Saint. So now Saint's basically by himself. I like that you still don't have ball cam on. So we don't know what's happening here, so we need to have ball cam on. So wave dashing like this doesn't really do anything. Just looks cool. So you don't want to get speed in this area. You want to keep ball cam on and be able to react to anything that happens. So that means staying on the ground. So we weren't paying attention to the play, and we're heading back straight to the middle of the goal. So this hit that's going to come off the wall is going to be super awkward for us. Whereas if we're paying attention, we can come at this at a wider angle and make some kind of big clear. We can do something better with this. Let's say we can take our time. Yeah, this Lush guy's right here, but what is he going to do? The worst he's going to do is hit this ball back towards his teammate. It's fine. It's whatever. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to just roll the ball to them. So, I mean, wait for this to come down. Hit this ball to the corner if you want. Taking a weak shot roller like this isn't the best play. And understanding that any hit you have on this from this position is going to be a weak roller because you're not going to be able to get any power upward or any power just enough to be able to beat anyone who's back. So this is just one of those giveaways we don't want to get. That was a good wave dash. That was it right here. You're on the wall, you jump off, and you wave dash. You didn't wave dash perfectly, but you're able to get speed on this, and you're able to get back faster if you do it correctly. But we're also keeping ball cam off and kind of taking our time back. Not that that would have really helped. Your teammates got scored on. But it all started from this right here. This wasn't a good shot selection. Wasn't bad, but you definitely overboosted. So right here, you should be front flipping and stopping boost. All right. So if you start flipping right here, by the time the animation's done, you don't really have much time to be able to jump up and hit this squarely. That's the issue. So you're able to win this, but it's because your opponent had a worse kickoff. It's not because your kickoff was good. You don't think you should be jumping for that either. So you have 8 boost. You're not going to be able to get this with 8 boost. So your whole job is to get out, get boost, support your teammate. If Solar hits the backboard and this comes right back out to you, you need to be able to pick up like 3 boost pads and be able to turn around and score this. But he scores. That's good. Don't go super wide on this. You kind of slightly lost the kickoff, which is fine, but your teammate hit the ball or 50 the ball in such a way that it went straight up. We look away, which is fine for the moment because you need to make sure that you recognize where boost is. You should be turning boost or the ball cam off to look for boost for a second, then turn it back on so that you're aware of the play. But in this instance, get this boost pad and then hit the boost pad right to your right here. All right, head back towards goal. Don't be going for this boost pad, which is out of the way. Because if the shot was happening, you're definitely not going to make it back now. It's another one of those unnecessary hits. It's a situational thing, just because if this was normal rotation for 3v3, this would be fine. There might be somebody stepping up from third, there might be somebody second, but this was just after kickoff, and there really wasn't much time for you as the person who took kickoff to be able to get boost and be active offensively. So with that in mind, Saints shouldn't be able to hit this ball like that. Because you're not going to be there. It's just going to be a turn away. This is a very awkward ball to kind of control. You do a good job at it. You recognize that you're not going to catch it cleanly, so you flip into it. I'd almost prefer you to just hit this straight back and be able to get boost and kind of recollect and get going. Your whole point of the play right now is just to stall time for your teammates to be able to get boost and support you. So, I mean, you kind of do that, which is fine. So this isn't a bad option. But as soon as you get this, you have to recognize that it's going to be a 50. You do. You get a good 50. There's not much more you can do. A better play, I would say, if you're looking for an air dribble opportunity. All right, let's go here. This is coming out and it's going to bounce. Okay? You don't have a ton of boost, but you have some. Wait for this to bounce. You wait for this to bounce. If you turn, instead of coming straight at the ball and going for a dribble, come up at it a little wider. All right. So you come at it a little wider. All right, it's coming out this way. Go this way. Wait for it to bounce. Then you bounce, and then you're able to go up with it. All right. Anything off the bounce is going to be much more powerful if it's a shot. And the bounces are going to be a lot easier to start air dribbles with. Still don't like you turning ball cam off. You're boosting or you're jumping away from the play blindly. It's a great flick. Let me just take a second here. Hold on. Saint gets a nice flick. Slar really wanted to go for that boost. Technically, he might be thinking that he's third. Is a little bit of a delay to be able to go for that. Yeah, you did the right thing by not going. Saint should not be diving at this. There should be communication. There should also be a general understanding that third man should be here for this. So we turned away just as he's about to hit the ball again. Say this wave dashing is not bad, but you need to recognize one thing with wave dashing, because I see you're doing it a lot. I don't know if it's just for practice or not. It has the same effect that a front flip does. But the only thing is, if you don't do it right, you're just kind of doing a back flip or a front flip, and you're killing all your momentum. So it's a little riskier, especially for somebody who's new. That being said, front flipping, diagonal flipping, boosting at the same time, getting up there faster, use your boost to support your teammate. Because once again, this was just like at the beginning of the play. Saint is going to be last man. All right, we know he's going to be last man. As soon as this happens right here, move up with your teammate. Saint should be back, all right? Even if he picks up 1 or 2 boost pads, he should realistically be able to save almost anything. Almost. Slar is going to hit this ball. You need to be up there with him, supporting him. You're not up here. If something did happen and something came wide and we didn't score, it was because you weren't there to support your teammate. Should be able to recognize that this is going to be a demo. I say, whenever you get to a higher rank, they're going to do this a lot. You just have to be able to dodge it. Don't chase the play. So I don't like the wave dashing. I feel like if you're going to front flip or diagonal dodge and speed flip, I don't care. Boost towards the play, that's still fine. You're basically, the reason why I don't like it, because you're spending a lot of time, look, just right there, you're just You kind of jump. You're not accelerating at all. You're just kind of in the air, and then you get a little burst of speed, and you're not utilizing that burst of speed. You chase the play into the corner there. Stay over here as a passing option. You can turn sideways. You can stay sideways so that if Slar does get beat, you can turn to the left and you can go back. If Slar gets a 50 that goes center, you can always turn right and score. But chase him into the corner here. Now we do 180. We go for a ball that we're never going to score. We just waste boost here. So even if you do hit this, it's not going to be a pass middle for Saint. It's probably most likely, because you're going to hit this so close, you're going to hit it and it's going to go this way. So that's not something that our team is going to be able to follow up. Say, don't turn off ball cam on that situation. Say, we should be back post in this situation. We should be going a little bit wide back post, just in case if something were to hit here and then come out, that's going to come right behind you, and you're not going to be able to react to it. That was decent positioning for something like that. Say, I don't like the wave dash. I don't know if you would have been able to get back or not, but you should be boosting back towards goal right now to be able to. You should be boosting back here and able to get right here. So I don't know if you're going to be able to save something like that. Probably not, but it would give you a better chance rather than kind of wasting time in the air doing a wave dash. Get in the air, boy. This is your moment to shine right here. Say, it's much easier to read because you're right in front of it, okay? So backboard reads are actually pretty hard, especially from where he is. I mean, for me, this is still pretty easy, but it's a change of direction. He needs to angle his car this way in order to go up and jump for it. You basically just need to get height on this. Your only problem is overshooting this. Now, for backboard reads, this is actually kind of important. This trail right here is going to indicate how this ball is going to react to this wall, all right? So it's not coming at an angle per se. It's coming at a slight angle, so it's going to hit here, and it might come out right here. The angle is not going to change that much. It's going to be drastic, like when it's coming here, it's going to go over here. This trail is going to tell you that it still has speed, so it's going to hit this ball, and it's not going to die and go straight down. It's going to hit this ball, and it's going to slightly die, and it's going to come down right here. These are really hard, so the faster the ball comes, it goes here, comes straight back out, all right? Lots of speed. If it has low speed, it goes here, and it kind of drops and comes down here. So keep that in mind whenever you go for these kind of double tap reads. The important thing is get up so you can gauge how the ball is going to react to the wall. Say if you're not up, you're basically going to get under the ball, and it's very hard to be able to hit the ball with power in a situation like this. So if you went up right here, get up, match the ball height, and then you can boost down if you need to hit the ball, you score this. Well, theoretically, you'd score this, but that's how you would do it. So you go up there rather than try to wait for the ball to come to you. You don't want the ball to come to you. You want to go to the ball in this situation. Say it's another one. I don't think you should be going there. This boost pad's missing, but the fastest way back to your net is this boost path right here. Utilize this. If that's not available and you need to go down this way, guess what? You go this way, right here. All right. There's lots of boost paths you can take if you need to go across the field, right here. If you need to kind of go back post, say this is your back post and you're right here, you just take this boost pad, and then you pick up this one. Boom, you're right here. Learning these boost lanes is really important because that's where most people are going to get their boosts. That's able they're able to stay in the play rather than going for big boost pads. Just makes you more effective as a player. It's not that's the right thing to do. It's just you didn't really have much momentum, and Saint hit this ball a little bit too far. I don't think he was trying to go for some kind of pot for you to follow up. But an instant like this, you actually probably want to stay on the ground because you gain more momentum on the ground than in the air. So you want to try to pick up momentum, then jump and try to go up for this ball. If that's the case, you probably win because it just takes you a long time to be able to get to this ball to begin with. Plus, you're running low on boost. So the longer you stay on the ground, the more momentum you pick up, the better. Is your boy trying to pinch here? Yeah, look at that. I don't like that he doesn't have any boost and he's pushing up into the play. I say he needs to go for boost. He needs to assume third role or third man, pick up boost, support you, and you need to step up on this. That being said, he doesn't want to. He's probably feeling anxious because it's 30 seconds left and you're down by 1. If he's going to cut in front of you, you have to accept that. All right. You know that he's going for this ball because he's showing you that he's going for this ball. So you cannot go for this ball. You need to position yourself to be able to deal with whatever happens if this happens. And for that, you need to not boost towards this. If that was the case, you might be able to go up the wall and try to do something with it, get something center for Slar. I also feel like he might have rushed back a little bit too much. It's hard to say because you did not get that boost. Yeah. I say this just isn't probably the best option. I say you need to get towards the play here. You're basically, I don't know, because that's not a great touch either. He's pushing this right in front of the goal, which is a pass or a hit that you definitely don't want in any game mode, 2s, 3s, 1s, because this is just going to allow a big clear for your opponent. So I was going to say you should probably go back third, but he hits this in such a way that you almost need to follow it up. There's a really good attempt. Definitely something you need to work on because you're going to see that a lot. That should be an open net goal for Slar. So he needs to shoot this on target. They're going to give you a free one. You need to take it. It's a wall read. Say it's going to hit the center of the ramp there. That means it's going to pop straight up. Slar own goals. Nice. Yeah, I mean that's it. I stand by the text that I said. I mean it's one of those things where just keep playing. Don't get discouraged by the gameplay, the losses. Just when you're trying to develop team chemistry, you're gonna try some stuff. You're You're not always going to agree as to what's best. The important thing is just to play, understands what your teammates are going to do, anticipate, don't react, because I see a lot of reacting, and you're not putting your car in positions to succeed. So, I mean, mechanics are another thing. There are a lot of opportunities that you guys had, but you weren't able to capitalize on because you weren't able to put the ball on net. So yeah, it is what it is. Just keep practicing. So we can do another replay here soon then and check progress. Because the problem with doing multiple replays, or starting to do replays for that matter, is once you start recognizing some mistakes, you try to correct them, and those corrections aren't always correct. So you create different problems that you then need to iron out. So we'll work on it. I'll be here if you need anything. All right.